Hey friends, we are out here in the Park Meadow neighborhood in North Buffalo, an area that gives you the classic mix of Buffalo charm, culture, and convenience. You have beautiful residential streets, quick access to Delaware Park where we are out taking a stroll, and it still connects you to the heart of Hurdle with still having a neighborhood feeling.
Park Meadow really reflects the broader historic growth of North Buffalo and nearby Parkside, which took shape in the late 1800s and early 1900s as Buffalo expanded outward around Delaware Park. That development was heavily influenced by Frederick Law Olmsted's vision for the area, which is why this part of the city feels a little different, with greener surroundings, a more residential feel, and streets that connect naturally to the park landscape rather than feeling overly rigid. Over the next several decades, the neighborhood filled in with homes built roughly between 1880 and 1930, and that early development period still defines the look and the feel of the area today. When you look at the housing here, you are seeing the kind of architecture that gives North Buffalo so much of its character. Classic home styles in this part of the neighborhood include American four squares, Victorians, colonial revivals, craftsman homes, and arts and crafts bungalows, with some Tudor Revival, Queen Anne, Romanesque, shingle, and prairie influences mixed in as well. A lot of these homes were built with real craftsmanship, so you'll often notice features like inviting front porches, strong roof lines, original woodwork, stained or leaded glass, fireplaces, and formal living and dining spaces that newer homes just don't usually offer. One of the most recognizable housing types you'll find here is the American Foursquare. Typically a solid 2 to 2.5 story home with a boxy shape, low-hipped roof, large dormer, and a full front porch. That style became popular because it was practical, spacious, and still visually attractive, and it fits this neighborhood perfectly. What makes Park Meadow stand out in this is that homes don't feel cookie cutter. They feel established, architecturally distinct, and rooted in a period when neighborhoods were built with long-term beauty and everyday livability in mind. One of the coolest things here is how art is built into the neighborhood experience. The Hurdle Walls Initiative and Hurdle Alley Mural Fest have turned nearby walls and alleys into real street-level attractions, with murals like Magic Buffalo, the Goo Goo Dolls mural, and other large-scale public art pieces that make a drive or walk down Hurdle feel different every time. And when you pan down those notable streets like Hurdle, Delaware, or over toward Russell and Parkside, you really see that blend of old Buffalo architecture and new creative energy. When you talk about neighborhood staples, North Park Theater is a must. It's been a part of Hurdle since 1920 and still gives the area that classic neighborhood anchor. Clayton's Toys traces its roots back to 1916, which says a lot about how long independent businesses have mattered here. Bob and John's has been a North Buffalo staple since 1972, and Grandma Mora's has been serving Hurdle for decades as one of the first Mexican restaurants in Buffalo, and one of those restaurants locals have kept coming back to, like Lombardo's, celebrating their 50th year in 2025. Then you've got newer local additions, helping keep the area fresh, like Parkside Meadow, bringing new life to a historic corner, plus spots like Sterling Place Tavern for a burger, Taps and Teas to keep that golf game sharp in the off-season. Maybe a stop by Joe's Deli for a great sandwich or soup, or even Crockett & Company for a quick coffee or even maybe a haircut. Oh, let's not forget the annual Italian Fest, held here the last 50 years, celebrating Italian culture. From a real estate standpoint, that mix is a big part of the draw. Buyers are not just looking at a house here, they're buying into access to parks, restaurants, arts, and a neighborhood with real identity.
Next time you're in the city, be sure to take a stroll or a drive through Park Meadow. Grab a coffee at Spot, take in all the other great aspects that this neighborhood has to offer. If you've got questions about Park Meadow, about North Buffalo, about the Western New York market in general, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you anytime.
Okay, let's go.